All right, so last time we learned about atoms. Now we're going to learn about chemicals. So what happens here is that elements combine with one another to form chemical bonds / compounds. Right, so different elements come together to form molecules and different types of compounds, right? So naturally, the first question you may ask yourself is, why did they do this? And the answer generally is to become more stable. Which we generally say, to achieve a lower energy state. So just like a little bit of an analogy here. So we've got energy right here, and then we've got our little hill. And if we place a ball somewhere on this hill, it's going to eventually roll down the hill, go back and forth a couple times, but eventually end up at the bottom. Right, it's going to end at the lowest place on the hill, which is the lowest energy area. And so atoms and everything else pretty much do the same thing. So for example, if we have hydrogen or two atoms of hydrogen with their one electron each, what they're going to do is combine with one another to form a molecule of H2. And the reason that they do that is because H2 is more stable than the H's by themselves, right? So they combine and they become more stable. All right, so when we're talking about chemistry and we're talking about chemical bonds and compounds, what we're talking about really is the electrons. The electrons are what's going to do all the work. They're the ones that are going to combine in these chemical bonds. However, how these electrons combine depends on the identity of the nucleus and thus the element, right? So let's say, but the ID of the nucleus / element determines what they do. So what we'll spend on this section is talking all about chemical bonding.